we, the team of officers of the Election Commission, we are here to brief you about the highlights of the first phase of Lok Sabha elections and the Assembly elections held today. I'm very happy to inform that the first phase of election has been successfully concluded. In some of the polling stations, still there are some people who are in the queue and voting, but by and large, it has been concluded. The elections were concluded in a peaceful manner, barring few sporadic incidents. You are aware that the Lok Sabha election 2019 are being conducted through 7 phases. Today was the first phase, and the next phase will be held exactly 1 week later on Thursday, that is April 18th. I would like to take opportunity to thank millions of voters who came forward to vote despite their numerous difficulties, especially the persons with disability and senior citizens. Let me also convey my appreciation for lakhs of polling officials for carrying out the task of conducting election despite difficult terrain, weather and trying circumstances. Just give you a highlight of today's phase of polling. The notification for the first phase of Lok Sabha election was issued on March 18th. Till yesterday, notifications have been issued for first 5 phases of elections. The notification for the 6th and penultimate phase of election will be issued on April 16th. The last and 7th phase will be notified on April 22nd. All notification for all phases in the 4 states with simultaneous assembly elections have been issued. The first phase of the election spanned 91 parliamentary constituencies spread across 20 states and union territories. The size of electorate for the first phase of elections was 13.97 crores, of which the women electors were 6.87 crores. Electors of the third gender were 7771, and the persons with disability electors were over 14 lakhs. The first phase of election was conducted from 1.7 lakh polling stations across 20 states and union territories. The number of contesting candidates conveys the strength and vibrancy of the electoral system. In the first phase, a total 1,239 candidates were in the fray. Polling commenced at 7 a.m. Except at Nizamabad, which was at 8 a.m. and it closed at various time frame depending on the places and the difficulties. It was extremely heartening to see that voters enthusiastically queuing up outside the polling station since early morning. Women also came out in a large number, and my special thanks to the person with disabilities whose participation made this election inclusive and accessible in real sense of term. Today, polling has concluded completely in as many as 10 states and union territories. These are Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Telangana, Uttarakhand, Andaman Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. 10 states have concluded their first phase of elections. These states are Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Maharashtra, Manipur, Odisha, Tripura, West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh. 16 states and union territories are yet to begin their polling. As far as the assembly elections are concerned, the polling gets completed today for the states of Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Odisha concluded its first phase of polling for the assembly election being held simultaneously with the national elections of the parliament. The second phase of the polling for the Lok Sabha election will be held on Thursday 18th, wherein voters of 97 parliamentary constituencies in 13 states and union territories will cast their ballot. Of this, Manipur, Tripura, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu would complete their electoral process by the second phase, and so in all 14 states and union territories would have completed their polling by the second phase. Uh, Now, I would like to thank all the state machinery of the poll-gone states and union territories for their hard work. Also, as I told, all the general observers, police observers, expenditure observers who had been deputed for this phase. The nodal officers of different departments who have worked to provide support to the electoral process. We would also like to thank all other stakeholders, namely the political parties, candidates, and last but not the least, the media, both print and electronic media, in the exercise of the Festival of Democracy. Now, I would like to give you a snapshot about each state which has gone for poll. Andaman and Nicobar, to begin with. It's a single parliamentary constituency consisting of 3 districts. The poll was scheduled in the first phase on single day, which is today. The number of voters was merely 3,17,878, and it included 593 service voters and 1,749 persons with disabilities. The elections were held in 407 polling stations, and in total 15 candidates were in a fray with 1 female candidate. The turnout for Andhra Pradesh has been 70.67%. Sorry, Andaman and Nicobar. Sorry. 70.67. 70.67.
70.6.
Yeah. Andaman and Nicobar. Yes.
What's the previous turnout?
Previous turnout was all. I will just give you the figures. Let me complete. Yeah, let me complete all the states one by one. Then we go to Chhattisgarh. About Chhattisgarh, again, I would like to say that the poll today was for 1 parliamentary constituency of Bastar, consisting of 8 assembly constituencies. In Chhattisgarh, there were in total 13,79,133 voters, and total number of candidates was 7. The poll was conducted in total 1,879 polling stations situated in 1,648 polling station locations, 1,648 locations. In that, we used 1879 control units, 1879 BUs, and the VVPAT in the same number. For this election, we had deployed 2 general observers, 1 expenditure observer, and 1 police observer. There are 468 micro observers who were deployed, and in total, more than 8,200 polling personnel were deployed. The CPF, the Central Police Force, was deployed at each polling station, and there were also other alternative arrangements were made, like webcasting, deploying micro observers, or the combination of some other factors. Webcasting was done at 260 polling stations. About some of the incidents about Chhattisgarh. By and large, it was peaceful, barring few incidents. You are aware that in Bastar, which had 5 security personnel along with the MLA was killed in Dantewada. Commission took special strong security measures to ensure fear-free polling in this area. Voters in great number fearlessly used their franchisee in Shamgiri polling station. The turnout was about 77% in this polling station. 7%. Yeah. Shamgiri.
Where the incident happened?
No, not today. No. It was totally free.
77% is not overall.
77% is what it has been learned so far. Maybe some little bit of addition. I am talking of this particular polling station where the incident happened. Yeah, Shamgiri. For overall percentage, I'll give you. Then the LWE tried to hinder the polling process through the IED blast between Karsagaon and Dantewada in Narayanpur, targeting polling party, but due to special security measures, no injury and no casualty took place. Then polling completed successfully under the high security despite intervening activities of the LWE, like pasting posters, declaring poll boycott in some of the polling stations. Amid the atmosphere of fear and violence of LWE elements, the polling personnel, having full faith in election machinery and security forces, were committed to their duty. District force and the CPF from Bedre and Bizapur, in their joint area domination, apprehended 4 Maoists with their weapons and posters. And then another was that another incident where they tried to block the road between Dornapal and Jagargunda near Devarpalli, but still their efforts were not successful. It was immediately cleared by the security forces and the poll process was completed. So at the moment we have the knowledge of about 56% as the turnout. For this particular area it was 59%. So we will come to know the exact figure. Last time it was 59. Yeah, at the moment it is 56%. For this particular area of Bastar. Yeah.
Overall percentage नहीं है.
56 I said.
छत्तीसगढ़ में जो भी हुआ.
Yes. I'll give you
Overall
overall figures of all the states together. What it was last time, what it was. Okay. So now we go to the next state. Yeah, Bastar I have told 56% I said. Yes. Then about Telangana. Like to brief you about Telangana. Thank you. For Telangana, for the poll took place in 33 districts comprising of 17 parliamentary constituencies. In Telangana, there were 2.96 crore voters, out of which there were more than 11,000 service voters. Total candidates were 443, and the total polling stations were 34,604, located in 19,630 polling station locations. In that, the total number of 34,318 CUs, 64,228 BUs, and 34,346 VVPATs were used here. In total, in Telangana, 17 general observers, 32 expenditure observers, 9 police observers, 4,500 micro observers, more than 1,60,000 polling personnel were deployed. In Telangana, the seizure was more than 74 crores, and Mr. Dilip Sharma will give you all the details.
It's today only?
No, this is for Telangana. In total, the seizure 66 crore is in cash, and in total is about 74 crores.
So instead of giving lot many information, पहले ना सबका percentage और वो बता दीजिए.
Okay.
हमारे लिए थोड़ा
Okay. So the percent. Okay. Overall. Okay. So I'll give you the percentage for last time. Overall, for Andaman it was 70.67%. Andaman Nicobar. Yeah, last time. Last election. Yes. 70.67% I said.
This one the same.
Around that, but exact figures will come when all the parties come and then the report. But so this is the approximate information. For Andhra Pradesh, it was 74.64%. 74.64%. This was last time, and this time I am giving you figures. This time, at the moment, it is known to be 56%. You are aware that there were poll up to 6 p.m. and that not many polling stations, the people were still voting. So the exact figures will be known, but till 5 p.m. that was about 56%. For Andhra Pradesh, I said it was last time 74.6%. At the moment, it was 55% till the last information up to 5 p.m. Okay, about Chhattisgarh, I have said that overall it was 69.39%. This time I said for this particular reason, it is again 55% reported to us. 56%, sorry. Till 5 p.m. Yeah. Okay, Telangana. Telangana, I have said that it is 60% information received so far. Yes. Yes, this time. Last time it was in total with Andhra Pradesh. It was. So I have told. So Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they were together. The first time there is a separate poll. So yes, up to 5 p.m. Yes. So these are the major information. I would request, because there are many states today, so I'll request my colleagues to give information about their states. My colleagues will give for their states. Okay, so I'll request Mr. Sandeep Saxena to inform you about.
Very good evening to you. I'll be first giving you very small snapshots of the things which you may be interested to know. Since last meeting we had press conference last Thursday, total 6 lakh number of more voters have been added in 1 week's time. Last time it was 10 lakhs, this week it is 6 lakhs number added, and I am very happy to inform you that out of this 6 lakhs, 1.4 lakhs are our first time voter of 18 to 19 years of age group. Also, we have special provision made for marking the persons with disability electors, and in this week 80,000 number of more persons with disability have been identified and marked so that we can give them more and more facilities. Another very important thing which I want to share with you is that in this particular phase 1 and 2, for which phase 1 today the polling is over, phase 2 would be on 18. Total 5,87,975 number of electronic postal ballot have been sent to various service voters throughout the world. And I am very happy to inform you, out of that 99% has been downloaded, and we are expecting that the same number would be reaching back to us. So that means in 1 week's time, out of this 5.87 lakh number of service voters, we have been able to reach to 5.82 lakhs, 99%. This is possible only because of the use of IT. I also would like to tell you that for Model Code of Conduct, as it was informed last press conference to all of you, that a portal has been opened and you are now in a position to see what really is the position. And every day now we are uploading the information there, and during this week, this would be taken up to the district level. That means now you would be in a position to see at the end of the day what is the position of various violations and action taken in the district and in the state at 6 p.m. every day. Whereas what is being given by us, that will be dynamic, that will be continuously updated. So this is the second piece of information I wanted to share with you. Lot of MCC references are coming from various central ministries, and Commission is immediately giving response to that. Up till now, 570 number of MCC references have been received from various central ministries, including the Cabinet Secretariat. And I am happy to inform you, out of that, out of 570, 547 have been responded back within the shortest possible time. Upper limit is 48 hours. Only 23 number are pending as of now when I am addressing to you.
547
Decided and responded back. But we are not happy with that. Commission always wants to strive for the best possible. And we today had the meeting with various joint secretaries of central ministries to tell them why not we join it on an online portal so they can upload their reference anytime in the day. That will come to us in real time, and they will come to know the status of how it is being processed, and they can download the decision of the Commission sitting at their own offices. There is no need for sending any email, request, inquiry. That will be available to them. Whatever they have uploaded would be available to them, how it is being processed, at what stage it is in the Commission, and final outcome also would be available to them to be downloaded. So this is another very important thing, and in another couple of days time with Commission's, it is under Commission's consideration, we may be in a position to start this also. We are opening an online portal for Chief Electoral Officers to also send the references to the Commission through online portal. As you all know that in the state also, for MCC relaxation, the Chief Secretary's Screening Committee sends the proposal through the CO to us. That also should be streamlined in the same way. We have made the arrangement for the portal, online portal for that. By next press conference, I think I'll be able to share the figures of that. Few more things which have happened during this period I would like to tell you. C-Vigil, I'm very happy to inform you that we are having now almost 7 lakh number of people who are on C-Vigil. They are giving various complaints to us and various information, and up till now, since the launch, it's almost a month's time, 71,026 number of complaints have been received, immediately acted upon within the timeline, and out of 71,026, 50,804, which comes to 71% of the informations are found to be correct, and action is being taken on that. So this is a great victory of all those soldiers of democracy who have joined the Election Commission, and we are taking action on that. Through you, I would like to help them also. Voter Helpline app is a very, very big hit. In this, you can see, in fact, I would be requesting and urging all of you to use this Voter Helpline mobile app. Very, very user-friendly, and it gives the complete detail up to the stage we have reached. For example, you can see every candidate's profile there, every candidate's photograph there, and their affidavits, you can read it on the way, on the go itself. And I am very happy to inform you that in very short period of less than 4 weeks, 2 crore 5 lakh number of hits have been taken place on this mobile app. It is one of the very, very sort of widely seen mobile app. I must be happy if you all see that. And on this, voters have applied online, filled form, 72,000 number of forms have been filled, and 94,000 number of complaints have been also filed on this, whatever cases are there. Samadhan is the complaint monitoring system. So far, 19,55,675 99.55 lakh number of information, feedback, suggestion, complaints, all put together have been sent to various states through Samadhan portal, and I'm happy to inform you that 99% of that has been resolved. All these are available on Samadhan portal for public view, and they can see that. Under Suvidha, that is a single window system, total 81,799 permissions were applied, and within the timeline, all have been decided. So this is another very important yardstick there. I would now come to the two states which, as Zonal Deputy Election Commissioner, I am looking after. The first one is the Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, there are 13 districts and 5 parliament constituencies, where for a total number of 11,229 polling stations, today the poll took place. Total number of electors, male electors were 40.53 lakhs, female 37.11, third gender 259. So total 77.65 lakh number of electors today were eligible to cast the vote. Service voter were 90,845. So total electors 78.56 number. Total 47 number of candidates, which were male candidates, they were in the fray, and 5 number of females. So total 52 candidates were there in the fray. Various arrangements were properly made. Entire administration, entire polling machinery was very alert, and I am very happy to inform you that everything went very, very peacefully. Not even a single incident in the entire state of Uttarakhand related to poll was there. Very peacefully it was done. Other information about EVM and Caesar, my other colleagues will be informing you. I would like to inform you the poll percentage at 5 p.m. Though polling was going on at that time, it was 57.85% for Uttarakhand during this poll, which is the tentative figure. I would like to tell you, in last parliament election in 2014, it was 62.15%, whereas in the assembly election 2017, it was 65.56. So this polling, today's polling, it is 57.85%. I come to another important state, that is state of Jammu and Kashmir, where in 7 district, 2 parliament constituency, today the poll has taken place. Total male voters 17.16 lakhs, female voter 16 lakhs. So 33.17 lakh number of electors were there for today's 2 parliament constituencies. Total number of 33 number of candidates were there in today's poll. The polling time was up to 6 p.m. and still the poll is going on. No female candidates there, and total 4,489 number of polling stations were involved where polling took place. Last, the information which has been given at 5 p.m. in Baramulla district, the poll percentage was 32.29%, whereas for Jammu it is 67.39%. This is 5 p.m. figure. Still the polling is going on. It will be Jammu is 67.39%, and overall for this 2 parliament constituency it is 54.49. 54.49% as at 5 p.m. मैं फिर से बता देता हूँ, इस आज के पोल में बारामूला में 32.29% वोट 5 बजे तक हुआ था, और जम्मू में 67.39% हुआ था. इन दोनों का अगर आप मिलाएंगे तो एवरेज आता है 54.49. When we compare it with the last parliament election of 2014, the figure at that time, final figure was 57.19%. So now I am telling you the breakup constituency wise. Baramulla this time it is 39.29%. Last parliament election it was 38.5%. For Jammu this time it is 67.39, still polling going on. Last year it was, last parliament election it was 69.17%.
So Baramulla this time is
32.29%. So here also I am very happy to inform you that very festive atmosphere was there both in Baramulla and Jammu. not even a single incident of any nature. Very, very peaceful, and lot of excitement was there in the local population to come there and vote. So I thank you very much for this information, listening the information, and I hand it over now to Shri. You would like to say something?
Thank you. A little correction in the figure which I gave. I told you 55% for Andhra Pradesh. That was till 3 p.m. Till 5 p.m. the figures are 66%. So kindly correct your figures. Yeah, 55% which I had spoken, that was for till 3 p.m. and till 5 p.m. it is 66%. So now I'll request Mr. Sudeep Jain to kindly give you a snapshot of his state figures and also the information regarding EVM and VVPAT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and good evening to all the friends. Let me give you the update for Manipur, Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim, Tripura, Assam and West Bengal. And out of these, Sikkim, Mizoram and Nagaland, the elections have been completed today. It was a single phase election and they have been completed. Rest of the states, it will be in 2 phases and multiple phases. So first, let me thank all the voters in the states as well as all the polling officials, the Chief Electoral Officer, all the observers and everybody who had worked so extensively for last few months to ensure that these elections could be conducted smoothly. The polling percentage which we have as of 5 p.m. and in all the places the poll is going on, so these percentages are likely to change. Sikkim has 69% till 5 p.m. 69. Mizoram is 60. Nagaland is 78. Manipur 78.2. Tripura 81.8. Manipur 78.2%. Tripura 81.8%. Assam 68%, 68, and West Bengal 81%. 81%. These are figures we received till 5 o'clock, and since poll is going on in all these places, hence the figures are likely to change.
Sir, can you repeat?
Okay, I'll just repeat the polling percentages again. Sikkim 69%,
Yes.
Mizoram 60, Nagaland 78, Manipur 78.2, Tripura 81.8, Assam 68, West Bengal 81. No, I don't have the overall percentages. I am giving you the state-wise percentages, and each of these states are in multiple phases, except for the states I mentioned about Sikkim, Mizoram and Nagaland. Others are in multiple phases. So as it is, these are only for the constituencies which were in phase 1. Quickly, updates on Sikkim. Sikkim had simultaneous polls both for the parliamentary constituency as well as for the assembly general elections to the legislative assembly. The total voters in Sikkim are 4,32,306. The survey selectors are 1,822. The total candidates in the parliamentary constituency, it's a single parliamentary constituency. The total candidates were 11. In the assembly constituencies, total 32 assembly constituencies are there in Sikkim. There were 161 candidates in the fray. Total polling stations in Sikkim are 567. Sikkim also has something called Sangha constituency. So there are certain areas where in the polling stations there will be 3 EVMs, the third one for the Sangha constituency. I've given you the poll percentage for Sikkim. Coming to Mizoram, the total voters in Mizoram are 7,87,777. Service electors 4,687. Total candidates for the parliamentary constituency was 6. Mizoram also have a by-poll, and the total candidates for this by-poll were 3. Polling stations in Mizoram are 1175 polling stations plus 15 special polling stations that have been set up for the Bruriang electors who reside in the relief camps in Tripura, and then they are transported and they come and vote in Mizoram. The total voters, Bru voters till 5 p.m. the figures which you could get was 3,610 electors were transported in 60 buses and 780 light motor vehicles. Coming to Nagaland, the total electors are 12,06,287. Service electors 7,490. Total candidates for the parliamentary constituency, single parliamentary constituency, total candidates are 4. Nagaland also has a by-election in which the total candidates are 2, and Nagaland has 2,227 polling stations. Let me quickly give you some more updates on. So Nagaland, in addition, there were 289 all women managed polling stations, and the polling percentage for the by-poll, which is in 26 Ongelenden Assembly constituency in Mokokchung district, the poll percentage till 5 p.m. is 83.9%.
Is it possible to get the bifurcation male and female voters percentage?
I can give you those details if you want. Just 1 second. Can I give you that in the end?
Yes.
Okay, I have given you details of figures. West Bengal, just a couple of more updates in terms of the NBWs executed since January 2019 have been 7,305. And turnout figures I have given you, which is 81%. Tripura, for the first time, each polling station CCTVs or webcast have been installed in every polling station in Tripura. The 2 parliamentary constituencies in Tripura, phase 1, Tripura West went for polls today. Phase 2 is on 18th. In addition, in each of the polling stations, micro observers were also deployed. So for the first time, 100% deployment of both the CCTV or webcast as well as micro observers was carried out. The total voters in Tripura are 26,05,325, which comprises male voters 13,19,693 and female voters 12,85,618. Third gender 1414. Service electors in Tripura 9,393. There were total 23 candidates in fray with 2 female candidates. Total polling stations in Tripura are 3,324. Manipur, out of 2 parliamentary constituencies, 1 parliamentary constituency, the poll was today, the second one is on 18th. Total voters are 19,39,244, out of which male are 9,34,426 female 9,95,773, third gender 45, survey selectors 20,319, polling stations 2,862.
I think you can skip this one.
Okay. So now quickly let me give you a brief on the overall EVM deployment that has happened across phase 1 in all the states. First, let me share that this is the first Lok Sabha elections when VVPAT is being deployed in 100% of the polling stations. This is also the first time that more than 4 ballot units have been connected in a single EVM anywhere. In fact, 12 ballot units have been connected to one control unit and one VVPAT at Nizamabad to accommodate 185 candidates plus nota. Also, let me thank the excellent training programs that have taken place and the very enthusiastic participation of all the polling officials, sector officers who participated in the entire training programs on EVMs, and as a result the percentage of replacement today has been the lowest we have seen in last few polls. Compared to November-December 2018 also it has been lower. The overall figures are 0.73% of the ballot units were replaced, 0.61% of control units were replaced, and 1.70% of VVPATs were replaced across all these 20 states today. In fact, we would also like to thank all the political parties and all the candidates who assisted us throughout the EVM management by being present whenever the warehouses were opened, whenever FLC was carried out. They ensured that yes, they were present, their representatives were there. Then when candidate settings were done, as well as today when mock poll were done, so they had been very extensive participation and cooperation, because of which we were able to see that this entire deployment, this entire exercise could be completed. In fact, an update on Nizamabad, where in 9 days flat from the dispatch of EVMs from BEL Bangalore till the rollout in the field today, the entire first time management of putting 12 ballot units with a control unit, bringing these, doing the entire FLC, candidate setting, mock polls, and then the actual poll, it has gone extensively well with more than 25,000 ballot units which were connected to roughly 2,000 odd control units and VVPATs for the 1,800 plus polling stations or 1,800 odd polling stations that were there in Nizamabad. I would like to share that the replacement has been only 6 ballot units, 2 control units and 7 VVPATs. In this, 6 ballot units, 2 control units and 7 VVPATs only were replaced at Nizamabad today till these figures came in. And so this itself is a historic thing that such a extensive work has been carried out. There were more than 700 engineers which were pressed in service to ensure that they are able to do this exercise. Extensive voter awareness was carried out so that they know exactly where the ballot unit in which their candidate is going to be located in these 12 ballot units, and that's how this could be extensively done. Incidentally, there have been 15 cases today of damage of EVMs. 6 from Andhra Pradesh, 5 from Arunachal Pradesh, 1 from Bihar,
1 from Bihar,
2 from Manipur, and 1 from West Bengal. I am repeating, 6 from Andhra Pradesh, 5 from Arunachal Pradesh, 1 from Bihar, 2 from Manipur, and 1 from West Bengal, where the EVMs have been damaged. and the legal action is being taken on that. We would know the exact details. Till now we know that yes, there have been some incidents where EVMs have been damaged by some miscreants or others, so those details will come.
Is it a violation of
So Andhra Pradesh 6, Arunachal Pradesh 5, Bihar 1, Manipur 2, West Bengal 1. So I'll now request my colleague Mr. Chandrabhushan to kindly brief on these states.
Sir, could you give us figures for 2014 also in these states?
Yes, sir.
Can we give you at the end?
No, please.
I just would like to update on Jammu. I have got the 6 p.m. figure, and this is 72.16%. Why I feel like sharing with you is that last time it was 69.17, and 6 p.m. today the figure is 72.16 Jammu at 6 p.m. and for Baramulla it is 35.01%. So what figure I earlier told was 5 p.m. it is at 6 p.m. Baramulla 6 p.m. is 35.01%. Last time it was 38.5%. Jammu last time was 69.17%. This time it is at 6 p.m. 72.16%. Thank you.
Okay, I'll quickly then give you the 2014 figures also. Assam was 80.12%. Assam 80.12.
Okay.
Manipur 79.75. Mizoram 61.95. 61.95 Mizoram. Nagaland 87.91. 87.91. Sikkim 83.64. Tripura 84.92. 84.92 Tripura, and West Bengal 82.22. Assam 80.12. Manipur 79.75. Mizoram 61.95. Nagaland 87.91. Sikkim 83.64. Tripura 84.92 and West Bengal 82.22. These are the 2014, no, not corresponding. This is for the full state.
So West Bengal is overall turnout, not
Yes, these figures which I am giving you are total state turnout for the Lok Sabha 2014. Now I'll request Mr. Chandrabhushan.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. First I would like to compliment our voters and electoral team who are on ground and who have performed their task for the first phase. I am in charge of 7 of these states which went for poll today. 2 of these states also had simultaneous elections. One is Arunachal Pradesh, which completed its simultaneous election today, and Odisha, which completed its first phase of simultaneous election. First, let me share with you Arunachal Pradesh figure. There are 2 parliamentary constituencies. There are 60 assembly constituencies, but as you know that 3 assembly constituencies were declared uncontested. So 57 assembly constituencies went for the poll today, and total number of polling stations were 2,202, and almost 1/3 of these polling stations are on foot march. There is one polling station where we have only one voter in Hailuliang constituency, which is bordering China and Myanmar. The voting percentage, since the foot march is there, so naturally the distance is there and communication is tough. So we will be able to know about the exact percentage of polling only when all our teams return back. But so far the data which we have received is close to 66% of voting has been reported. But as I told that communication range is pretty high, so this voting percentage will go up. In 2014, the voting percentage was almost 80%. In Arunachal Pradesh, also in one of the incidents, our polling officer, unfortunately, he died, and as per the report from the Chief Electoral Officer in Tirap district, it was a heart attack. So that is one bit of input related to that. Next, we had Bihar, which is where we had 4 parliamentary constituencies where we had election today. As you know, that Bihar is having 7 phase elections, and this was the first phase of election. And out of these 4 parliamentary constituencies, we had 7,486 polling stations, and the voting percentage, as reported till 5 p.m., was 50%. And in 2014, also the voting percentage in these polling stations were 50% only. So this is the number, but definitely when the final figure will come up, there may be some kind of increase.
Can you repeat?
50% in 2014, 50% in 2019. Sorry? 5 p.m. Till 5 p.m. Till 5 p.m. Also, we had poll in Lakshadweep, which is comprising 10 islands, where we had our teams with 55,057 voters in these localities, and number of polling stations 51. So it's a logistically very challenging area. The polling percentage which reported 5 p.m. was 66%, and it is expected to go up, because from islands the information of last compilation will take some time. In 2014, the percentage was 86% in Lakshadweep. Next, Maharashtra, we had elections in 7 parliamentary constituencies, where we had 14,919 number of polling stations, and out of 14,919, 4 polling stations in Gadchiroli, Chimur parliamentary constituencies, election could not conducted because the teams were unable to reach to their polling stations. They are highly LWE affected area, and so the returning officer has requested for adjourned poll for these 4 polling stations, and commission will be taking a call on the next date of poll when this is being taken up, and that those 4 polling stations. The polling percentage in these 7 parliamentary constituencies for this year at 5 p.m. was 56%. In 2014, it was 63%.
In the same area?
It's a 7 parliamentary constituencies.
So till 5 p.m. it is?
56% at 5 p.m. In these 7 parliamentary constituencies, and 63% was in 2014 in these 7 parliamentary constituencies. Most of these constituencies are difficult terrain, and that's why it was taken up in the first range. Then I come to Meghalaya, where we had 2 parliamentary constituencies and 3,167 polling stations, and the voting percentage here is 67.16%. In the 6 p.m. this report is 67.16%. Comparative figure in 2014 was 68%. But when we compare the figure, we also need to take into account the number of voters have increased considerably. Like in last occasion in Meghalaya, the number of voters were 10,77,948, whereas this time the number has gone up 12,28,116. So when we talk about the percentage, we also need to understand that the number of persons who have voted have gone up.
20%, please, number of voters?
Number of voter percentage, yeah, would be 20%. Yes. Then I come to Odisha, where we had 4 parliamentary constituencies and 28 assembly constituencies, which went for simultaneous elections. And there were total number of polling stations 7,233. As per the last report came in, because again these are difficult terrain and LWE areas mostly. Here the polling percentage last was reported 68%, whereas in 2014 it was 73.6%. So this number will definitely will go for revision once we get the input from all the polling teams.
Sir, 68% ये 5 बजे तक का डेटा है.
ये 6 o'clock का डेटा है, 68%. Then I come to Uttar Pradesh, where we had 8 parliamentary constituencies for first phase poll, and there were total number of polling stations 16,635 polling stations. The voting percentage till 5 p.m. was 63.69%. 63.69%. And in 2014, the voting percentage was 65%.
For the corresponding seats or again?
Corresponding seats only. Only corresponding, not the overall figure of Uttar Pradesh. Yes. So like for example in Gautam Buddha Nagar, which is neighboring Delhi, 60% polling has been reported till 5 p.m. In this election, and in 2014 also it was 60%. So these are the overall data related to overall percentage. So these data are related to these 7 states which I mentioned.
यूपी का अगर अपडेटेड आया हो 6 बजे तक तो
शेयर कर लेंगे, आ जाएगा तो शेयर कर लेंगे थ्रू हमारे जो स्पोक्स पर्सन है उनके थ्रू.
There are complaints from the Intel being removed.
We will come to the question. Request Mr. Dilip Sharma to share with you the information about search and seizures.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. As far as expenditure monitoring is concerned, the Commission in the first phase had deployed 234 expenditure observers in 91 parliamentary constituencies and 295 assembly constituencies that went to polls today. And as a result of combined effort of our flying squads, static surveillance teams, income tax teams, excise teams and narcotics control bureau teams, the total seizure that has been effected in 2019 elections so far till 6 p.m. is 2426 crores, 2,426 crores. That is the grand total of all seizures, including cash, liquor, drugs, and prescription metal, and other freebies that have been used to lure the voters. I would like to also share the breakup. The total cash seizure in 2019 election is 607 crores. Total liquor seizure is 198 crores rupees. Drug and narcotics seizure is 1091 crore rupees. Precious metal seizure is 486 crores. And total freebies and other items stands at rupees 48 crores. When you compare these figures with 2014 elections, we have already reached double the amount of seizure that was affected in 2014 elections. A total seizure of 1200 crores was made in the 2014 elections. We have already crossed 2426 crores. And in terms of cash seizure, it is 607 crores as against 303 crores in 2014 elections.
How much, sir?
Mostly double.
Almost double. And for those of you who do not know, the Commission is uploading the daily seizure figures on our ECI website. Kindly go to our website and click the daily seizure figure on our ticker. You will be able to download it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dhirendra Oja.
Finally, I'll take 2 minutes. Very some interesting information I'll give. First of all, as I told you that MCMC is working hard. Pre-certification of political advertisement on print media has also been included for 2 days on the day of polling and 1 day before polling. And the paid news cases in these elections are 56 confirmed cases in this phase. And for other phases, 36 cases. And these cases, 53 cases from Telangana for first phase, and 3 cases have been reported in Uttarakhand. Total 56 cases have been reported, paid news cases for first phase, which ended today. And out of these 56, 53 are from Telangana and 3 from Uttarakhand. And for rest of the phases, means there are 6 more cases are there. The total cases are 36. Out of this, Chhattisgarh reported 60. Jammu and Kashmir 20 cases. Total 36. One more information I would like to give you on social media front. Total in these 2 days, we have under this arrangement of voluntary code of ethics, we have appointed nodal officers at the Election Commission of India and nodal officers at the side of social media organizations. Twitter, we have the complaints were made to us or 2, and those 2 have been removed by Twitter. We have got the complaints for removal from the Facebook 500. They have removed 500 posts they have removed, and 1 has been removed from the WhatsApp. So total 2 Twitter, 500 from Facebook, and 1 from WhatsApp.
When?
2 days, 48 hours.
It is 48
48 hours.
So is it 100% compliance in this case?
So few are awaited. I think that is. I have some figure. Let me tell you. You have to go. Yeah. Yes. Facebook we have 8 are awaited. 8 are awaited, and WhatsApp none is awaited, and Twitter 39 are awaited.
So for WhatsApp how many?
No.
None, and Twitter?
And Twitter 39 are awaited.
So this is for the 48-hour thing.
48 hours. And earlier also, if you want, I can give from 10th March to 9th April, 2 removal for Twitter and 4 on Facebook.
So if you repeat the
10th March to 9th April, non 48 hours.
So you'll have to repeat it again. Sorry.
2 tweets were reported and all they have removed. And Facebook, 5 were reported by us and 5 removed.
What's it one?
Yeah. Facebook, sorry, 4 removed, 5 reported, but 4 removed. No, I'm telling about 10th March when MCC was in place till 9th April. And 10th and 11th April, which is 48 hours, last 48 hours, I have told you earlier.
Okay. If you have any question, yeah.
48 hours में total removal on Twitter is 2, Facebook 500 and WhatsApp 1.
So what are you going to do about the requests that are pending?
I'll read. Should we start, sir? I'll check.
Yeah.
Question answer.
Question answer?
Yeah, indelible issue which some Noida was reported can be removed by a rainfall issue.
So even without chemicals.
Yes.
Indelible in there were complaints that it can be easily removed. It was shown in Noida in some culture.
Yes, we received a complaint related to this from Noida, this particular polling station kind of thing, and we have asked the DO to furnish a report in that particular matter. But in the meanwhile, we also got, because as you know that all our indelible ink, before this is put to use, went for a lab certification, and we got that particular paper from UP CO also. This was certified by CSIR, National Physical Laboratory, Delhi, that this particular chunk of indelible ink is as per our parameters, and that can be put to use. So technically there was no issue related to the use of these indelible inks on the ground. So the particular case, because yet to get the field report on that particular issue from the DO. So once that comes, then we'll update you. But it doesn't happen that after 3 hours something can vanish like indelible ink. It is exported to 25 countries in the world, and this is uniquely patented by CSIR and in operation since 1951-52 elections. And it has its own standing in our electoral system. So we also know that if there are some missteps, then it can happen, that kind of thing. But generally, because it goes through that certification for lab testing for every election, and that's why in this particular case also we got first whether the lab testing was done or not, and it has been confirmed. We have also collected the certificate from the CSIR lab, National Physical Laboratory, and they have given us the certificate.
So over 200 people have been reported detained, poll officials in Malkangiri in Odisha. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
Local villagers have detained them, saying that there is tampering of EVMs. Are you aware of this?
You are mixing up two things actually. Can you repeat your question, please?
No. What information that we have is that 200 villagers have detained poll officials alleging EVM tampering. Are you aware of this? And can you
see, Malkangiri, as you know that this is LWE affected areas, we have the information about certain incidents, but not related to EVM tampering issue in this particular context. And we have certain issues that, like return of the polling parties, is taking time because after incidents in some of the areas in neighboring state in Chhattisgarh, there has been some kind of movement. So these are security related input, and for which we are monitoring on the ground also. Our teams are very well aware about the movement issues, and due precautions are taken for our teams on this regard.
So you're in touch with the police there? What is the situation as of now?
Yeah, it's a perfectly safe at present where they are, but the movement, because the teams have to return back also to their base, to a strong room. So because we have the deployment of CAPF of adequate numbers there, so we don't have that issue. But the route where you have to move, you have caution on that particular area.
Mr. Senai, we could get the overall percentage.
Overall percentage, 5 kilometers overall percentage.
Where?
Overall.
All these things will get compiled, and then overall percentage of the first phase that will reveal, because
we cannot aggregate the percentage and make it the average of that, because it's own mathematical calculation to be done. We'll try to get the overall percentage in the first phase.
In the past, used to always announce it. What is different this time? Because updates are coming so slowly.
No, we will.
Because every time in 6 o'clock, used to have a press conference, used to give us updated 6 o'clock figures. The first time we are getting.
So that's what I'm saying. See, we
And
cannot.
average also.
No, we cannot make average of the percentage and then give you the average. We'll try to give you quickly.
So it's a percentage or it's a moderate polling? Can you say this? In your opinion, it's a moderate polling or it's a heavy polling or it's an average polling? Can you say that?
No, it is approximately the same kind of polling which was there last time.
Sir, BJP Chief Amit Shah has recently tweeted saying that the NRC will be brought throughout the country, except Hindus, Sikhs and Buddhists, all will be who are illegal, they will be thrown out. Is the commission taking so much or any complaint that will?
No, we haven't received this complaint so far. So it comes to knowledge of the commission, then we'll get back to you.
Shared by Omar Abdullah, the National Conference leader, where he said that Congress button in some of the constituencies in Poonch was not working in Jammu and Kashmir. Has any complaint come to the EC or?
No, we have not received any such complaint so far.
Sir, in Andhra Pradesh, there are demands for re-polling in many of the polling stations where EVMs did not function. Till 1 o'clock.
Well, about
percentage of the EVM changes.
yeah.
The average EVM percentage replacement in Andhra Pradesh has been 0.98% ballot units, 1.04% control units, and 1.61% of VVPATs.
That's okay, sir.
I'll repeat: 0.98% of ballot units, 1.04% of control units, and 1.61% of VVPATs were replaced
But sir,
in Andhra Pradesh.
From Andhra Pradesh expressed his displeasure. I mean, he expressed openly that he is not satisfied with the functioning of CEO and EC. Do you have anything to respond on it? It is
Well, this was brought to the notice of the commission that, in fact, he spoke to the commission and he told that some of the places where there were EVM took time in replacement, and in that he asked about the inquiring the matter about the polling. As I told you that till the last voter who comes till the last hour of the poll, he is allowed to vote. So in that context, whosoever must have come there in the queue, he would be allowed to poll till whatever time, it may be 8 p.m., it may be 9 p.m. Also, then tomorrow the commission has directed to do a very, very comprehensive scrutiny of each and every polling station. In that, all the political parties are present. They can make any presentation, and the entire account is then scrutinized. The EVMs are then, and after that, after the scrutiny done by the observers, then the report is sent to the commission, and then only we come to know that how many places we need to take a call.
Sir, also yesterday he spoke to CEO of Andhra Pradesh saying election commission is being biased towards one particular party at the behest of nationally ruled party. Do you have anything?
No, see, whatever every political party is, most welcome to share their grievances and the complaints, and the election commission takes a call on merit.
We'll move to the next question.
All places where the polls have conducted, next day at 11 o'clock the scrutiny starts, and then the diaries of the presiding officers are randomly checked wherever there are complaints from the political parties. For these polling stations, the counts are seen and other details are seen. So after the scrutiny only, then they send the report. We are able to know that what are the polling stations where the commission has to take a decision.
Two-part question here. The two-part question first, that from how many places this indelible ink complaint has come, and the second one is that how many incidents of violence have been reported in these 20 states and union territories.
Yeah, there is sporadic violence, as I told you that like in Andhra Pradesh, there were 6 instances where the attempts to damage EVMs were there, and where the necessary action is being taken against those persons who have been involved in this, and also the one person died in the poll clash at polling station number 197 of 151 Tadi Patri Assembly Constituency in Anantpuram district. It is about Andhra. And some poll clashes were also reported at 173 Puchala Pattu Assembly Constituency in Chittoor district. And some other sporadic incidences were there. These are being compiled, that what are the reports which, and these are coming from the field. So we will be exactly come to know till late night.
For damage to EVMs, what is the law which is violated? Conduct of election rules or RTL? Or is it some IPC?
Well, first of all, the damage to the electoral material, obstruction in the electoral process, and all other related the IPC provisions and the RPF provisions.
Mr. Sinha, I am
take the last few questions now.
Mr. Sinha, I am Sandeep from Bardhaman Newspaper. PMO, Ministry of Railways, Social Justice, Home Ministry, Defence Ministry, they are now still they are using Minister Narendra Modi's picture in Twitter handle. Is it permissible?
We will which is, if you give us any specific example, then we will check up with that.
PMO, Ministry of Social Justice, Ministry of Railways, Home Ministry, the several ministries are using Prime Minister Narendra Modi's on their home pages and the DP.
Okay, we'll check up. We'll check up this. We'll check up what you have said.
Just like what happened earlier, also, this time many voters from Ghaziabad and Noida could not vote, and even on social media there was senior politicians, they were targeting election commission. Also, there were several reports of people having the voter ID card, but they could not vote because their names were not there in election.
Yes, everything happens in Gujarat also.
See, as you are aware that Go Verify campaign and VVIP campaign commission launched in great publicity, and also already our colleague has shared with you that how it has benefited people. It was expected that our voters are vigilant so that they should check their name. There were many options to check also the names. It was not needed that you need to go to the electoral registration officer's office only. There was an online method. There was through our call center 1950, which has been functional. So it is expected from all the citizens who are registered as voters that they verify, because this is very important, and that you should be checking up your names without any fail, because the law prohibits that after the last date of nomination there cannot be any kind of entry or exit from the voter list. It gets frozen. So if you have not checked up your name, and if for some reason something like that, if it is deleted, because that's a matter of inquiry, but there cannot be any change in the electoral roll. And if your name is not on the roll, then you cannot vote. That is the law. So that's the situation, and we request all our voters or the citizens who are on the voter list, please verify your names. We have very multiple mechanism to verify the names and take suitable action accordingly as per the law.
We'll take the last question. It's going to be
Namo TV, what happened to?
I think we'll take first the Namo TV. As you know that a complaint was made by the INC that for Namo TV, there are certain legal provisions which are being violated, and we got the report from the CA of Delhi, and he informed that a request was made to him to certify the contents, and some of the contents have also been cleared. In the meantime, a report from Secretary INB was obtained about the status of the Namo TV, and it was informed that it is not a channel, but on certain direct-to-home platform, time has been bought by a particular party, and it is being screened there. And now it is in the examination of the commission, because there are certain legal matters which have been raised there, and very soon you would be knowing the results.
So the first phase of polling has already happened. The election commission's job is to essentially ensure a level playing field. If it has been initiated by Namo TV, haven't you allowed that to happen under your watch?
You have already decided that it has vitiated.
If it has.
So that is what I am saying, it is under examination. There are many legal things involved. In fact, today only we have taken legal opinion on a particular aspect. See, everything has to be done as per the law of the land, and that is being done. It takes time. I am sure, it's a matter of maybe tonight or tomorrow you will come to know. We are still working on that.
में बालाकोट को लेके बयान दिया है, उस पे चुनाव आयोग ने कुछ अभी कार्रवाई की है या वो अंडर एग्जामिनेशन है?
रिपोर्ट उसकी जो है मंगवा ली गई है वहां से, जो डीओ हमारे हैं वहां से उनके सीओ के थ्रू, सीओ महाराष्ट्र के थ्रू रिपोर्ट मंगवा ली गई है, और जो कॉन्टेक्स्ट है पूरा उसको एग्जामिन अभी किया जाए।
रिपोर्ट में क्या है
जी, आपको जब एग्जामिनेशन में है तो अगर हम पहले आपके पास चले जाएंगे तो फिर आपको कैसे पता रहेगा कि क्या एक्शन होता है। In that particular case, the notice has already been issued. Okay, once the reply is received, then.
By when does she have to reply, sir?
Within 24 hours is the time.
And it was issued when, sir? Yesterday? So now, after that, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, sir, some rally in Rampur, he described the army as Modi Ji ki Sena.
See, I don't have answer on that, because the report has to be checked for that.
So, but this was, what she's asking, this was like 1 week back.
Yes.
That's true. There is no decision till now. Or Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
See, the context which you are talking about, because there was no specific complaint related to that. It came up in the press conference at that time, I think, or maybe at some other occasion, something like that somebody raised this issue. Because most of the cases where the complaints are there, complaint based are there, then automatically the reports and all those things follow very quickly.
With 15 cases of EVM damage, it is unprecedented for any Lok Sabha election?
No.
Or there have been more cases in the past?
See, in 2014, damages in EVM in Arunachal, I can talk about that. It was close to 12, something like that, one state, where now 5 have been reported, something like that. So these things may happen.
Is there any specific action you're taking against Madhusudan Gupta, who's a candidate and had damaged an EVM?
See, already the criminal action, the cases have been lodged. So then the whole thing will go for investigation and the charge sheet and the trial accordingly.